Hi, and welcome to the 2021 Economic Depression and Preparation channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button for the latest, pure, unadulterated financial news in the United States and sometimes abroad. Today, I just want to briefly talk about the surge in home prices and also according to MarketWatch.com, 5 tax-related policies Biden can push to help small businesses recover from this health crisis. So first, in the housing market, November home prices rose 9.5%, one of the highest gains on record, says Case-Shiller Case Studies. Prices rose nationally 9.5% in November and December from the year before, according to S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Home Prices Index. The 20-city composite showed a 9.1% year-over-year gain. That's up 8% from the previous month. Some popular cities that show the strongest growth in prices are Phoenix, Seattle, and San Diego, according to the report of all the major markets in November and December. So the surge in home prices is not slowing down thanks to high buyer demand and a record low supply of homes for sale. Now, these low supply of homes for sale is being kept artificially low by the banks, and also the recent surge in home prices. It's a lot of that's counting a lot of refinance mortgages and a lot of second people buying properties now while the interest rates are low to use as an investment property, either a rental property for Airbnb or something of that nature. And so that's part of the reason why we're seeing this increase in home prices. Now, as far as the most popular areas, well, obviously people are getting out of California. They're moving out of high tax states, the 1%, as well as some of the 99%, are leaving places of high taxation states like California, where everything is shut down, and Governor Newsom, just reinstated more shutdown procedures, and he's just laxed up some of the shutdown, but it's not enough to help the economy. Third largest economy, world's fourth largest economy is California. So they're moving into areas like Phoenix, Seattle, Texas, another big one, Florida, of course. So those are states, well, they're all in the Sun Belt, all in the South, all in the Sun Belt, with the exception of Seattle. So this shows you that, but this can't last forever. This price appreciation, this home price gains can't last forever, because what's going to happen is the cost of building has gone up for builders and developers. The cost of getting parcels of land for subdivisions and townships and all that kind of stuff has gone up. So the price of lumber has gone up and the price of building has gone up. And this is coupled with the fact, ladies and gentlemen, that the price of oil is slated to go up after February. Remember now, the reason why oil and gas prices hadn't gone up now is because Saudi Arabia, one of the largest producers of oil in the world, agreed to cut production by 1 million barrels. So that was a gift, that was a Christmas gift to the United States. But once all of that filters through after February, the short 28 days of February that we're going into in about a week's time now, in March, we're going to start to see the gradual increase on gas, heating, oil, petroleum costs nationwide. It's already happening out in California, but it's going to happen nationwide for us. And that's going to slow down these home prices, slow down the building trends that we're going to be experiencing here in the nation. So if you're looking to buy a home with the low mortgage interest rates around 2.8, 2.7%, hey, if you have the savings, if you've done the Dave Ramsey method and you got everything, your ducks in a row, by all means, delve into this market. But just know that there's going to be greater sales coming with this housing market. And I mean that eventually the housing collapse is coming. And we're predicting here that the housing collapse will happen around August and September of this year and will continue into next year, 2022. And the second option for this, another scenario, a bunch of other economists have said that it's going to happen it's going to stretch it out to 2023 at the latest, January 2023, because 2024 is another election year. And so they're not going to let the housing market go down or the economy go down during an election year. They'll prop it up. But this is the year that I believe the housing market is going to pop. The bubble's going to pop for these prices and for the market sometime between August, September, and October of this year. So be on the lookout for that. You can get mega sales on houses. This stuff is going to be on sale a lot of places, and a lot of these big hedge funds and corporations are going to come in and buy up tons of houses with pennies on the dollar. You might be able to snag a few houses, a house for yourself or for your family, pennies on the dollar, in a lot of these hotter retail markets in the nation. So just be on the lookout for that. Now, 5 tax-related policies, according to MarketWatch.com, that Biden can do to help small businesses. He can repeal the tariff tax burden on American consumers and businesses. So basically, as you know, President Biden wants to come in and just reverse all of what President Trump did, basically through executive orders. You've seen that on TV and television and media. They've been playing that up, that he's doing all these great things for the economy. But he's going to have to print up a lot of money to do this kind of stuff. Improve the distribution of the business tax relief. That's number 2. The third suggestion was to ease the tax compliance burden for gig economy workers through a simplified expense deduction. And as you know, because gig economy workers working from home, they can't deduct any expenses from their taxes. If you're an employee working from home, you can't deduct any expenses such as, your light bill or internet bill, all that. You can't deduct it because you consider still an employee, even though you're working from home. You're still working for the company or whatever agency. So if he can create a tax, simplified the deduction for gig workers, that will help out a lot. And then this is according to the article. Not my opinion. Number 4, prevent full expensing from expiring. And then number 5 is to avoid harmful tax increases. Well, he's not going to be able to avoid harmful tax increases because taxes are going to be rising. As they print more money, stimulus money, taxes are going to rise through the roof. I'm talking about property taxes, utility taxes. Even now in some of the grocery stores, they're charging a 5-cent environmental bag fee tax. A tax on cameras and traffic lights and school taxes. All that's going up. And that's going to, remember now, this is the 3rd stimulus check, if we get it, the $1,400 stimulus check that we received in the last within the last year. First, some of us got a $600 check. Then some of us got a $1,200 check. Now, this next check is $1,400. And I believe there's going to be one more stimulus check coming out in the summer, sometime May, June, July. If we get this $1,200, the next stimulus check will be right before August, once again. And that one could be up to maybe $2,000. But once they pass that, and after this year, we go to the housing collapse. And then coming up in 2022, January, taxes are going to increase big time. Even though there's 45 million people unemployed and growing, you can expect taxes to go up. So start investing in physical, hard, tangible assets. Get some cryptos if you have to. Get some food, water, medicine, supplies. Start investing in these things because it's obvious, it's pretty clear that with all of the things that are going on with the money supply, funding money is being injected to the system, and we need to get assets that are going to be digital, since money is going to be moving to a digital frame now. And it may not be Bitcoin per se, but it is moving to other types of coins, digital assets. So try to secure some of those if you can, because that's going to be the next thing, and banks are going to catch on. PayPal is already caught on. They're using Bitcoin and other digital assets. So that's going to be the way of the future. And they're going to ban or get rid of cash and gold and silver because it's just too much risk associated with that. The trucks have to come in, the Brinks trucks, all that stuff. Cash is easily counterfeited, money laundering, all of these different illegal activities that people say that goes on with Bitcoin as well. It goes on with cash too. There's no way to verify transactions. It's just a ton of nefarious activities both inside the system and outside the system on the black market. And so as they print the dollar to Zimbabwe and to Weimar, Germany, you can be rest assured that you need to be able to buy real tangible assets with the money that you do have right now before it just becomes, because what's going to happen is you're going to go to the store one day, you're going to find out bread is $25, $30, and you're not going to have enough cash to cover that once we get past this deflationary period. So, unlike what many people are saying, they're saying that the economy is going to go into a hyperinflation because of the money print. No, that's not true, because the money is not circulating down to the 99%. All of that's going to the stock buybacks, the corporate buybacks. The money's being siphoned off at the top by the top 1% to keep up their prices and keep them billionaires and trillionaires. So that's why hyperinflation is not encouraged. So there's going to be a period of deflation because the money velocity is down. Money's not circulating in the economy. People are not going to restaurants, bars, gyms, stores, whatever. And so once that deflationary crisis happened, just like in 1929, people are going to be strapped for cash because even though they've been able to save a little bit of cash, they're not going to have cash to buy these big purchases once the home prices come down and commercial real estate comes down too. So be prepared. Continue to shift your assets. Get involved in the digital free world, gig economy. That's the future. That's the future is now. And just continue to work hard, and we're going to make it through this long-term depression, hopefully by God's grace on the other side. So be blessed. Take care. I'll talk to you very soon.